All right. Now, the first thing you're going to need is to face the camera. The second thing you're going to need is a complete lack of self-respect. Wait. No, sorry, I meant instant coffee. You're going to need instant coffee. I'm using Nescafe Gold Espresso Blonde. Very TikTok famous for a while, and this is actually what first gave me the idea to make this. I mean, it's basically something I saw a TikTok on, tried on a whim, and really liked. You'll need a cup. And ice. And another cup. A spoon. You'll need a spoon. God. And creamer. You could use milk, but my standards are already so low. Why bother? Oh, and syrup, of course. Gotta add sugar to this hideous monstrosity. I've been told it takes that it tastes remarkably similar to Starbucks. I'm not sure that's a compliment. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's just make the coffee, all right? It's fine. Just put some ice in the cup. Make some coffee. Everything's gonna be fine. All right. Look, it's almost 6:30, and I just want some coffee. Okay. Anywho, so what was I talking about? Something about ice that doesn't fit in a cup? No, that wasn't it. First, you need to brew the coffee. I say brew, I mean add hot water to a measuring cup. But we'll do 1 rounded teaspoon of instant coffee. Hashtag not sponsored, but it's delicious. Nescafe, hit me up. You will need water. Already boiled it. Remember that at least. You can do 2 ounces if you want it a bit stronger. That would give you about a shot of espresso, give or take. I find that I want it a bit weaker. I tend to get closer to 3.5, 4 ounces, something like that. It's not an exact science, honestly, who cares? Obviously, the hotter the water, the more ice it's going to dissolve, so plan accordingly. But you just need to at least make a huge mess. I mean, dissolve the coffee. This thing is still... Did I boil this? Okay, well, it was boiled at some point. Not recently, though. Goodness. Huh, go figure. Someone who makes instant espresso is kind of a klutz. Anyway, you got your coffee, you got your ice. You do need to add a little bit of syrup because I'm not trying to taste the coffee, you know what I mean? All right, so it's about 2 of these teaspoons, tablespoons. It's about 2 of these spoons, and that's going to give you a pump of syrup. That's 1, that's 2, that is a pump of syrup. I like 2 pumps. That's another 1 and 2. It's going to give you approximately the same as 2 pumps of your favorite delicious syrup. I'm going to stir that for no particular reason to kind of really feel like you're making coffee, you know? And then we're going to very simply pour this over some ice. Look at that. Now it's instant coffee over ice. Yeah, that looks good. Give it another stir. Really get in there to feel like you're doing something. And then, this isn't quite fancy enough, is it? I mean, I could just, measure out some creamer and say, oh, well, gosh, here's about 2 ounces of Coffee Mate Vanilla Creamer because I didn't bother getting milk today and my standards of hitting rock bottom. But I don't really feel like that's enough. So what we'll want to do is wander away off camera because you didn't plan this video out very well. And you want to come back and have a nice hand frother. We're going to add that to the Coffee Mate. We're just going to try and whisk some hopes and dreams into the cream because my life is so meaningless. No, everything's fine. What the fuck do I do with... Okay. So you froth up your whisks and dreams and whisks, and I'm not drunk. I haven't been drinking at all today. Whatever. All right, so you add the frothy cream to your coffee. I mean, who fucking cares at this point, right? We're all gonna die someday anyway. And you're just gonna want to stir that up ever so gently. If you have some caramel syrup, you could add that to the top now. Sometimes I do that at work. People really seem to like that on top of the froth. Kind of just makes you feel like you're not drinking a pile of instant powdered coffee, That's okay. My standards are pretty low. I'm just going to have it as is. Now, I do find this is a bit too strong. You might, grab some extra water. Now, if you actually remember to boil the water anytime recently instead of fumbling around for supplies as you attempt to film a YouTube video no one's going to watch, maybe the water would still be hot enough to melt your ice. In my case, it wasn't. So I'm going to go ahead and just top this bad boy up with water because I know that I like the glass all the way full. Why leave it half empty like me? You'll want to briefly go off camera to grab a straw. And when you get back, you put that smile back on your face and act like everything's going fine. And, no, fuck, there's some coffee. Woo! Now that almost tastes like a success. Almost a success. Something I can relate to. Well, back to my 3D prints. Goodbye! Am I looking at the camera? What do I look at? Here? A lot redder than I remember. Anyway, hey, go watch my my VOD. I did a stream. Go watch my VOD. You don't have anything better to do. Come on, go watch it. Maybe watch me live. Come on! It's way too late at night to be drinking coffee. You're gonna give yourself a heart attack. It's 7 o'clock on a Saturday, and you still haven't even gone outside yet. You're singing alone in your apartment. How has your life came to this? You're making a YouTube outro you're probably not gonna use because you can't sing. Fuck, I hate my life.